it! She's a perfect princess!
I, Kosei Makito, have always been good with my hands, and sewing has been a skill I've had since I was a kid. At my sister Nanase's request, I often made doll clothes for her. Whenever my sister smiled at me, all innocent like the sun, it always made my heart leap with joy when I was a child.
Thanks, Coon.
18 years have passed since then, and now at 26, I work in the sales department of a toy manufacturer. I joined the company as a new graduate and worked at a regional branch for a while, but this year, I was transferred to the main office in Tokyo. Nice to meet you, I'm Kosei Makito. I'll be working hard with a fresh start, so I look forward to your guidance.
All right, let's do our best. You'll be assigned to Chief Anami for your training. I'm Tamaki Anami, Sales Department Chief. Nice to meet you, Makito-kun.
Thank you, nice to meet you. Whoa, she's stunning.
Hey, Chief Anami, let me introduce myself too.
Sure, Ego-kun. I'll prepare the materials for Makito-kun, so you two can chat for a bit.
Once again, I'm Kosei Makito. Looking forward to working with you.
Huh? Oh, I'm Isamu Ego.
Wait, isn't his energy completely different from when Chief Anami was around?
So, what do you think of Chief Anami?
What do I think? Well, I think she's beautiful, but...
Yeah, she's gorgeous. But I'm aiming for her, so don't even think about it. Anyway, I doubt someone like you could ever get close to her, though. Chief Anami needs someone on her level, someone like me, who's got the looks.
Ego's words hit me hard, but he's not wrong that I have a pretty plain face. Even after Ego's not-so-subtle warnings, I pushed through and started my work in the new office. Alright, just a little more and I'll be finished. Probably won't make it before my sister gets here, though. It was my first weekend off since transferring to the main office, and I was desperately trying to finish some doll clothes I had been working on. My sister also lives in Tokyo, and today I'm supposed to give her these doll clothes. By the way, I've been selling doll clothes as a side business recently. Now that I think about it, didn't she say she was bringing a friend? I wonder what kind of person they are. At that exact moment, my sister arrived at my place.
Hey, Coon! Just like I said, I brought my friend.
Welcome. Wait, Chief Anami?
It's been a while, Makito-kun.
When I realized that my sister's friend was none other than Chief Anami, I was speechless. It turns out that Chief Anami already knew about me before I transferred to the main office, thanks to my sister. They became friends through their shared hobby of doll activities. My sister is active on social media under the name Maki Doll, and sometimes she posts about the doll clothes I make.
Every time I saw the pictures Nanase posted, I thought, I'd love to have my dolls wear clothes like these.
Thank you. It's a bit embarrassing to hear your compliments in person. When I was working at the regional office, I used to send doll clothes to my sister via courier.
Thanks as always, Coon. Here's the payment.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Sorry, Chief Anami. I couldn't properly entertain you.
No, it's fine. I enjoyed watching the process of how the doll clothes are made.
Just before my sister and Chief Anami left, she stared at me as if wanting to say something.
If it's all right with you, would you mind making a set of doll clothes for me too? Of course I'll pay you, and if you're busy, don't feel pressure to do it. Is that all right?
There's no way anyone could say no to that look. Got it. I'll make it when I have the time.
Thank you, Makito-kun.
Ugh, she's so cute. Anami's joyful smile shot straight through my heart. From then on, my sister and Chief Anami started coming over almost every weekend. I don't always have doll clothes to give them, but they say they enjoy just watching me work.
Makito-kun, have you ever thought about pursuing a career in fashion design?
Well, not really. I've never been that interested in making clothes. While making doll clothes, I started having more casual conversations with Chief Anami. By the way, my sister is currently out buying buttons for the doll clothes. I started making doll clothes because my sister asked me to. She's always been clumsy, and the clothes she made for her dolls were, well, disastrous. When she begged me to help, I reluctantly made some clothes, and I still remember how happy she was, smiling at me with pure joy. My sister was always straightforward with her feelings, and seeing her reactions warmed my heart even back then. We were just kids at the time, but seeing her smile so brightly always gave me energy. That's why I wanted to work in a field that brings joy to children, and it's why I joined this company.
I see. So in a way, your roots are with Nanase. And even now, you always prioritize making others happy, don't you? Whether it's doll clothes or your job, you pay close attention to what people want, and that's why your clients appreciate you. I think it's really wonderful how you always respect others' feelings, Makito-kun.
Thank you.
I'm back! I got the buttons!
My words, which had been on the tip of my tongue, were cut off by my sister's return. Welcome back. Sorry for sending you out. I forgot we were out of buttons.
No worries. It's my way of saying thanks for all the wonderful doll clothes you make. By the way, did I interrupt something?
No, not at all. In the end, those words I was about to say never made it out that day, or any day after that. I'm very grateful for your time today.
No, thank you for the opportunity. It was a pleasure meeting with you.
A few days later, I was in a meeting with a client. This is Kagura-san, a representative from Love Love Toy Box, a toy wholesaler.
It's really helpful to hear your perspective, Makito-san. You really seem to understand things from a child's point of view. I have a daughter myself, so I thought I knew what kids wanted, but I realize I still have a lot to learn.
Haha, maybe it's just that I haven't fully grown up yet myself.
No, not at all. Your knowledge and explanations are always so clear. It's like you're a seasoned salesman. Though I have to apologize for rambling on and getting off track during our conversation today.
Not at all. I'm very grateful for the valuable insight you've shared with me. I look forward to continuing our partnership.
You seem to have gotten quite close to Kagura-san, Makito-kun. By the way, did you know that...
Yes, that's part of why... Chief Anami was responsible for handling Kagura-san's account before me. We've been bonding over our conversations, especially since we chat almost every weekend, but...
Why is that loser so close to Chief Anami?
Ego was watching me and Anami with a frustrated glare. A few weeks later, I found myself sewing doll clothes in the break room during my free time. Things have been hectic lately, and I haven't had any time to work on this. Using a sewing machine will be faster and more precise, but mine is too loud for nighttime work. So I've been sneaking little bits of hand sewing whenever I get the chance.
Puffed, what are you doing, man?
Ego's voice interrupted my sewing, so I set down the needle. What do you mean? I'm making doll clothes.
Seriously? You're a guy and you're sitting there making girly stuff like that out in the open? Isn't that embarrassing? Or are you just waiting for the female employees to say, "Oh my god, it's so cute"? Heh, guess a pathetic dude like you has to resort to something lame like this to get attention from women, huh?
Hobbies aren't defined by gender, you know. And for the record, I'm not doing this to get attention from women.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say. I'll just pretend to believe you for now.
Ego walked off with a mocking smirk on his face. I guess he doesn't like that I'm getting along with Chief Anami. Sighing, I resumed working on the doll clothes.
Chief Anami, you really shouldn't be getting so friendly with Makito.
A few days later, Ego stopped Chief Anami to have a little chat.
Why? My relationship with Makito-kun isn't inappropriate for work. In fact, I think keeping too much distance from subordinates would be more of a problem.
No, it's just that he's a guy who makes cute little doll clothes. It's weird and girly. If you keep hanging out with him, your reputation will tank.
Excuse me? What's wrong with a man making doll clothes? Besides, Makito-kun's doll clothes are delicate, warm, and incredibly thoughtful. Do you have any idea how happy I was when I learned he was going to make some for me?
Well...
Ego stammers as Anami corners him, suddenly realizing something.
Wait, you mean the doll clothes he's making right now?
They could be for me, or for one of his other clients. He's popular among the doll community, you know. He makes doll clothes as a side business, even though he's busy with his job. Makito-kun is kind and hardworking. He always strives to make others happy even with his limited time. So stop belittling the doll clothes designer I admire. If you're done, I'm heading back to work. You should do the same and focus on your job instead of spouting nonsense. Honestly, you should learn from Makito-kun's dedication.
Damn it, why does he always... What the hell, Makito? Why are you always getting in the way?
A few days later, Ego's frustration hadn't subsided, and he decided to take it out on me. He made his way over to my desk, clearly looking for trouble. But unfortunately for him, I'd just been called to another department.
Nothing ever goes my way. This is so frustrating.
Muttering to himself, Ego's eyes suddenly drift toward my bag under the desk.
What's this?
Ego squatted down and peered into my open bag, a sinister smile creeping onto his face.
This is perfect. Time to have some fun with this.
Where is it? A few minutes later, I returned to my desk only to realize something was wrong. My bag seemed slightly out of place, and when I checked it, the doll clothes I had packed inside were missing.
What's wrong, Makito-kun?
Sorry for causing a scene, but I quickly explained the situation to Chief Anami, as it was related to the doll clothes I've been making for her.
So that's what happened. But that doll outfit you mentioned.
Yes, it was the one I planned to give you today, Chief Anami. Yes, the missing doll clothes were for Chief Anami. I brought them to work because she had plans this weekend. I'm certain I packed them in my bag before leaving home, but now they're gone. I'm sorry. I'll check at home again just in case I somehow forgot them. I'm terribly sorry.
No need to apologize. I know you've been working hard on it.
Chief Anami, you're far too lenient.
Ego strutted over, grinning maliciously as he started taking jabs at me again.
You probably forgot it on purpose, huh? Shouting around like that to get her to forgive you? Or maybe it's not even finished, and you're just using this as an excuse to cover it up. You're such a shallow guy, making a scene over some dog clothes during work hours.
I'm truly sorry for causing a disturbance during work hours, but I'm not making any excuses.
Haha, yeah, right. You're always praised for being so considerate of others. But all you really care about is what looks good, right? You're just calculating how to make people like you, and everyone's too blind to see through it.
You think that? Then maybe we should check the security cameras.
Huh?
Ego's cocky attitude vanished as soon as Chief Anami suggested checking the cameras.
If what you're saying is true, it could affect Makito-kun's evaluation, right? And if something of his was stolen, that's a serious issue for the company to investigate.
That's a bit much, don't you think?
As Ego began to panic, a new voice interrupted.
Excuse me, Kagura-san from Love Love Toy Box has arrived for her meeting with Makito-san? Is everything all right? It seems a bit hectic.
Ah, my apologies. I'll be ready right away. Ego smiles wickedly as he notices the situation, while I hurriedly prepared for the meeting.
My deepest apologies, Kagura-san. Our Makito here is causing quite the stir. He's all worked up because he lost some handmade dog clothes. Can you believe it? Honestly, making dog clothes as an adult, isn't that ridiculous?
Stop that right now, Ego-kun.
Anami tries to stop Ego as he continues his tirade, but he doesn't seem to notice her attempt.
What? I'm just telling the truth, right? Only kids play with dolls, and most people outgrow that phase by the time they're in elementary school.
I see. Only kids, something adults shouldn't do, outgrown by elementary school. Is that what you believe, Ego-san?
Huh?
Kagura's voice remains calm, but her underlying anger is palpable, and Ego falters. With a menacing aura, Kagura steps forward and glares at Ego.
How dare you belittle our doll hobby like that? And how dare you insult Makito-san, the genius doll clothing designer behind Maki Doll?
Wait, doll hobby? Maki doll?
That's right, she's a huge fan of Maki Doll, and my creations have inspired her to make her own doll clothes. In fact, we bonded over doll making during every one of our meetings. It's always been a natural part of our discussions, even back when Anami-san was handling our account.
And let me make something very clear. Makito-san has never once caused me any issues during our business meetings. If anything, our sales have only increased since he took over. Sure, our company's performance was great under Chief Anami's management, but it's even better now thanks to Makito-san. Doll clothing is about bringing children's dreams to life. Even my daughter is obsessed with her dolls, and she gets so excited every time she sees a new outfit design. Someone like Makito-san who fulfills those dreams deserves to be respected, not mocked. I always thought your company had employees who understood children's dreams. but clearly I was wrong about you.
Please accept our deepest apologies for Ego's behavior, Kagura-san. I assure you, we will take measures to prevent anything like this from happening again.
We will make sure to pay close attention to our words and actions to prevent any recurrence of such incidents in the future. Well, with both Makito-san and Anami-san apologizing so sincerely, I suppose I can let it go this time. But I expect a formal complaint will be issued from our side, so be prepared for that. Understood. Again, we deeply apologize.
With Kagura-san now calm, I accompanied her to our meeting. Meanwhile, back in the office, Chief Anami turned to Ego.
So, you were the one who stole Makito-kun's doll clothes, weren't you? We can check the security cameras, so you might as well admit it.
The conversation from before Kagura-san's arrival resumed as Chief Anami pressed Ego. She had put two and two together, noticing his attitude towards me and his reactions to the mention of the cameras.
Yes, I did it. I'm sorry.
Perhaps worn down by Kagura-san's accusations, Ego had no fight left in him. He admitted to finding the doll clothes labeled for Chief Anami and stealing them out of spite. Apparently, he had torn them to pieces and thrown them in the trash.
Please, just keep this between us.
Oh? Did you forget that those doll clothes were made for me? Of course I'm angry! Why would I even consider your request?
Ugh.
Also, before Love Koi Toy Box files their complaint, I'm reporting this incident. Do you realize how many complaints we've had about you from clients? How many times have I told you to stop pushing expensive toys onto them?
Ego's work ethic had been severely lacking. His aggressive sales tactics often led to complaints from clients.
If this keeps up, it's bad news for both our company and our clients. Department heads and I have been discussing what to do with you.
Discussing what? You're not saying I'll be transferred, are you? No, I love you.
I can't speak on the company's decision, but as for your confession, I don't feel anything for you, so give up.
Damn it, how did it come to this?
An hour later, after finishing the meeting and seeing Kagura-san off, I returned to my desk and noticed Ego glaring at me with a furious look.
This is all your fault.
What?
If you hadn't shown up, my life would have been perfect. I would have gotten a beautiful girlfriend, and my career would have gone smoothly. You, a nobody, ruined my life.
I didn't know all the details, but it was clear that his life was about to spiral. Blaming me for all of it, though, was absurd. How ridiculous. The problem is that you're a shallow person. So shallow that even a nobody like me can throw you off balance.
What?
You said I was calculating and petty, right? It's true that I often think about how to make others happy, but what's wrong with that? I haven't caused anyone harm, have I? If anything, you don't think enough. You don't realize how your selfish actions affect children or clients. You can't succeed in sales for a toy company with that mindset. Whatever's bothering you, stop blaming others and take a look at yourself. Ego was eventually transferred to a dead-end position at a regional branch. Even there, he remained selfish and isolated. After repeatedly failing to show up for work, he was eventually fired. And now...
You're the only one who understands me. You'll stay by my side forever, won't you?
He supposedly spends his days playing with dolls, muttering such lines. It might be too late for him. Meanwhile, my relationship with Chief Anami continues to flourish. Thank you for waiting. Here are the doll clothes you ordered, Chief Anami.
Thank you. Wow, you've met every one of my requests. It's perfect.
Chief Anami's eyes sparkled with joy. She was both beautiful and adorable. Gathering my courage despite my throat tightened with nerves, I managed to speak up. Anami Tamaki-san, I've admired you for a long time. You're beautiful, dependable. Would you go out with me?
I've always loved your personality, and I love the doll clothes that reflect it. Yes, I'd love to go out with you. When will I get to see you two like this? Hey, Nase, stop teasing us.
I'll do my best to make it happen soon. I believe that to build good relationships with others, you need to think about how they feel and show compassion. By understanding and respecting each other's feelings, trust and deeper bonds can form. I'm determined to cherish each bond I form and carry that with me as I continue in life.